morning, guys. We're headed out to the job site. I've got the little trencher hooked up, and I got that machine probably a little over 2 years ago now, and I'm real excited to get into buying equipment and things along those lines, but you can only do so much with what money you got. So I purchased that one thinking that I could do some jobs, specifically one on a car wash that is pretty close to my house. The pits where the water and dirt run off into get full pretty often, and they were having a contractor come in with an excavator, like a 3.5 ton machine, to empty it out. So there's 6 of those bays, so you can imagine how much money that was costing. So I decided to purchase this and do that job, you know, quarterly, plus anything else I could pick up in between. And it was a good excuse to get a neat piece of equipment. It is a Harbor Freight version trencher, and they sell them for like $4 or $5 grand, but occasionally they'll come out with a crazy coupon where it takes quite a bit off. So that's what I had done. I waited for that coupon and I purchased it, and it's been a great machine. I haven't had any issues with it. Some of the things are a little subpar, as you could expect, like the strength of the bucket. I bent the bucket before. The hydraulic pump is slow compared to any standard machine that most people would run. So anyway, guys, I just want to keep in touch with you. I'm trying to pump these videos out as frequently as I can without cutting into everything else I've got going on. So just kind of doing it in my free time and for fun, and it's been good so far. Otherwise, share these videos with your friends, people you think that might like you know, construction related stuff and equipment or restoration of vehicles, DIY. Otherwise, we are headed to the job site. Doesn't take too long, hour or two, we'll get it done, and then we'll be back with some more content soon. I think it'd probably be a good idea. You guys can let me know. I can do an overview of this trencher at some point, get it to where you guys can get a good idea of what it is, kind of run down all the different pros and cons of the machine. I know there's not a whole lot of videos on that from when I looked at buying one, so I think that might be a good video to do. Other things that are coming down the chute, the little carport or garage that I keep the equipment in, got that installed this last summer, and I did all the leveling and got the site prepped and did a cool little time lapse of that being built. So that'll be coming down the chute. I've got the dump truck to dive into this spring as soon as it gets nice enough. So we'll be restoring that dump truck 100%. I think that would be a real cool video to do. And I've got all sorts of footage from a lot of these fun projects that I've done. So I'm gonna revisit that footage, see if there's cool stuff that I can share with you guys. So other than that, if you guys have ideas, I'm brand new to this, so any criticism is welcome. Let me know what you think I could be doing better or differently that you would like to see, that, you know, would keep you or anybody you know wanting to come back and check out the videos. You know, I know some of these things with video editing and talking or different types of editing, you tend to not know how long somebody would want to listen to you talk or things along those lines. So I am more than happy to hear feedback. I'm down here at the car wash, got the trencher down here hooked up to the truck. I used to unhook it, set up the outriggers and everything for this job. Did not need to do that. You can leave it hooked up to the truck as long as you got, you know, the larger hitch and tow package on your truck. rods out. We're on to the smaller pits now. I wanted to give you guys an idea of how bad it is. It doesn't look that bad when you just see it from the top. When we start to pull it away, you really see how much stuff is stuck in there and really caked in there real tight. We got probably about 3 foot deep, 2 foot exposed, some water, but hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video that you just watched. We got the backhoe in there and we dug out the pits as good as we could. Sorry we weren't able to get the best camera angles on a lot of that stuff. I know that from what I've watched going through the editing, that there just was not a lot of good angles where you got to see the digger go and get into action. I did another job with that machine where we were digging up some stumps. I'll release that video as well, so you'll be able to see that and give you a better idea of what that digger can do. It's very strong for how big it is. I mean, for the size of backhoe it is, for the hydraulics and the cylinders. I mentioned that I bent a bucket, but I have not bent any cylinders. I have not had any hoses break on me. I haven't had the motor give me any issues at all. So it's really strong for what it is and well worth 3 or 4 grand if you can pick one up for that much money. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you keep checking in with us. I appreciate you checking out Sweat Equity and all the stuff that we're pumping out. I'm going to keep trying to get it to you as often as I possibly can. You guys let me know in the comments below. Would you like to see a shorter video in between the longer videos that we pump out? Would you like to get some different type of content? Put it in there and let me know, because if I don't know, if you don't tell me, there's no way for me to adjust. So I appreciate you checking it out. Stay tuned. Go down below, like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next episode of Sweat Equity.